Hi everyone! May the new sun of the new year brings lots of joy and happiness to you and your loved ones. Let's plan together and let your dreams fly high. I've used Hobonichi Weeks for 2 years. I like that it's compact and I like those pre-designed weekly pages. However, those pages are also the limitation that I don't like. I use bullet journaling style in my Hobonichi weeks. The pre-designed weekly pages do not allow me to have my own design of daily bullet journaling, and any additional stuff that I want to write, I have to write it on the blank pages which are on the back of the notebook. I don't really like that. I have to flip back and forth, but I really love the Tomoe papers from Hobonichi. So, for the year of 2021, I decided to use Hobonichi Plan Notebook to keep using Tomoe papers and for my bullet journaling. Of course, first thing first, if you are familiar with bullet journaling style, there is always a key page for all the symbols you will use. I add two additional parts. I use washi tapes for labeling the pages for each category so I could quickly find them. And there is different colors for various categorized times. Write comments down below if you want to see how those washi tapes and colors are set up. Then, there should be some index pages for references. I usually leave 4 pages for index. Now, we've set up what we have to do. The bullet journal gets into the most important parts. I usually have 4 sections in the beginning of my bullet journal. The first one is about planning. They usually are calendar, for example, the yearly calendar I'm drawing, goals, bucket list, brain dump. I will get into more in detail for those pages. The second part is about motivation. I pick a word to describe what I want to become in the coming year and draw something relates to the word as a visual stimulation to remind myself. I will also pick a Bible verse relates to this word. Again, draw something to visualize this verse. These 2 pages will be reminders and motivations for me to proactively work on in the coming year. The third and the fourth parts are tracking for various things in my life and reflection of past year, which due to the length of the video, I will try to cover them in the next video in more detail. Stay tuned! Creating a yearly calendar is always taking a lot of time. The zodiac sign for year 2021 is Ox, so I have an ox here. I also highlight all holidays in red, and I usually use another color to highlight the dates when I take vacation. Though having a page like this is very time consuming, I always like the end product that I create. It's worth it. Now is the page for 2021 goals. I usually pick a quote first as encouragement for my goals and to reflect a bright future for those goals. This year I pick a simple sentence. Hello 2021, 365 new chances. This reminds me that I have so many chances to fulfill my goals. Do not be afraid to make mistakes, and I don't need to try doing it perfectly in one goal. That usually makes me not doing anything at all. Through try and errors, I will get better. The key to reach any level or anything is to start doing it. I divide my goals into 6 different categories. These worked really well last year, so I'm keeping doing it. They are my personal goals, career goals, finance goals, fitness, and travel goals. Lastly, it's a section to summarize all the above goals. The next page is still a page for my goals, but I divide each goal into quarters. Every big achievement is reached by a set of small milestones. I will break each goal into small actionable items throughout the year so I can finish them step by step. Even if I only improve 1% a day, the compound effect will be huge by the end of the year. The next page is a place for my bucket list, where I could crazily think of anything that I want to do in my life, and also a place for my brain dump that I could dump any random things here. The last two pages for my goal section is very important. I'm a visual person, so I like to visualize my life for either keeping good memories or for motivating myself. This year, the word that I choose is being fruitful. It has been 2 years that I switched to my new job. I'm more and more getting used to manage a group of people. Also more and more familiar with this research topic that I do. So, this year I want to be fruitful in my career, to be a good manager that gets things done excellently but also care about my team. Personal life, I want to be fruitful with maintaining and generating good habits. For my finances, I want to be fruitful to have more investment from my salary and move toward to financial independence. Lastly, I've been working from home for almost a year since pandemic starts. I want to be fruitful to make my body more healthy to adjust to this new norm. The verse that I picked matching to fruitful is from Psalm chapter 1 verse 2 to 3. It goes, "But whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers." I particularly choose this verse for two purposes. Of course, first is that this verse talks about yielding fruits and prosperity. Another is that since working from home, everything becomes virtual. So I am a bit lazy on not only Bible reading, but any church activities, including Sunday worship. This verse talks about how one loves God's words and meditates his words day and night. That makes him or her knowing God's will more, and whatever he or she does will prosper. I hope I could reach a level like this in New Year. Here is the first half of my New Year bullet journal. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the second half that I will share my various tracking system and reflection for the past year. Review is the most important thing that could make you better. I will see you shortly. Bye.